Your desire to help people might be the very thing holding you back. You think you're being a good person, a good friend. But what if you're just wasting your most valuable resource, your energy, on black holes? What if the best help is no help at all? You feel drained, frustrated, and unappreciated. You give and give, but nothing ever changes. Your communication skills are being weaponized against you, and you don't even see it. In this video, I'm giving you an identification guide for the 6 types of people you absolutely cannot help, and the exact communication skills and strategies to protect your own sanity and success. This might be the most important lesson you learn all year. Type 1. The professional victim. They are the masters of the why me story. I once had a friend whose life was a never-ending series of crises. I spent months canceling my own plans trying to solve their problems. But then I realized a harsh truth. They didn't want solutions. They are addicted to their own misery because it gets them attention. Your specific action? The reflective boundary technique. When they start their sob story, listen for a moment, then say, "That sounds incredibly difficult. I really hope you find a solution." And then stop. Do not offer advice. Why does it work? It validates their feeling, which is what they want, without you accepting responsibility for their problem. You are a mirror, not a mechanic. The wrong way? Here's what you should do. The right way? I hear that you're in pain. Type 2. The advice rejector. They come to you, desperate, begging for your guidance. I have a relative who constantly asked me for career advice. I would spend hours researching options for them. They'd say, "That's a great idea," and then do the exact opposite, fail, and call me complaining again. Your action? The question reversal technique. When they ask for advice, say, "That's a tough situation. What do you think you should do?" It puts the ownership of the problem back on them. It forces them to confront their own choices instead of using you as a scapegoat for their inevitable bad decision. They don't want solutions. They want validation. The wrong way? Giving them a detailed plan. The right way? Forcing them to create their own. Type 3. The energy vampire. You know this person. They don't enter a room, they drain it. I had a former coworker whose every conversation started with a complaint. A 5-minute talk with them felt like running a marathon. I would leave their desk feeling physically exhausted. Your action? The exit strategy. Set a hard time limit at the very beginning. "Hey, I've only got 5 minutes before my next call. What's up?" It gives them a defined window and gives you a legitimate reason to leave. You are not a mobile charging station for other people's negativity. You are the guardian of your own energy. The wrong way? Engaging with their complaints. The right way? Setting a clear boundary. Okay, let's pause. If you've already pictured someone you know for at least one of these types, hit that like button. Let's be honest. We all have. Type 4. The excuse factory. They are the Olympic athletes of procrastination. I had a friend who wanted to start a business. I offered to help, to connect them with people. Every offer was met with an excuse. "I'm too busy, it's not the right time, I need to do more research." A year later, nothing had changed. Your action? The micro call to action. Don't offer vague help. Give a small, specific, time-bound request for action. Great. Then send me a 1-paragraph summary of your idea by 5 p.m. on Friday. Why does it work? It cuts through the vague excuses. They will either take the action or they will go silent. Either way, you're no longer wasting your time. The wrong way? Believing their excuses. The right way? Challenging them with a small action. Type 5. The manipulator. They are the most dangerous on this list. They use their master-level presentation skills for evil. I once had an acquaintance who used guilt to get me to do free work for them. Their go-to phrase was, "If you were a real friend." It left me feeling trapped and used. Your action? The truth statement. Call out their dynamic calmly and directly. When you say that, it makes me feel like you're trying to make me feel guilty. Manipulators thrive in the darkness of the unsaid. Shining a spotlight on their tactic robs it of its power. They don't want help. They want control. The wrong way? Giving in to keep the peace. The right way? Exposing the tactic. And a bonus type, the know-it-all. They don't need your help, they need an audience. I once tried to show a mentor a new piece of software. Before I could explain, they said, I know, and then proceeded to use it incorrectly while refusing to listen. They're not having a conversation, they're holding a public speaking event where you are the only audience member. Your action? Agree and redirect. Don't argue, don't try to prove them wrong, simply say, you're right, and then change the subject. It neutralizes their need to be correct. You can't fill a cup that's already full. Don't even try. The wrong way? Trying to teach them something. The right way? Taking away their audience. This is your new survival guide. You will identify the victims, the rejectors, the vampires, the excuse factories, the manipulators, and the know-it-alls. And you will use these communication tactics not to fix them, but to protect you. This is an elite communication skill. Your challenge for the next 48 hours? Conduct an energy audit. Pay close attention to how you feel after every single interaction. Who leaves you feeling energized, and who leaves you feeling drained? Just observe. Don't act. Just know. You're going to feel guilty. You've been conditioned to be a helper. Remember this. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is a prerequisite to making any real impact in the world. Remember, mastering who not to talk to is just as important as knowing what to say. This is the other half of world-class communication skills. Let's make this real. In the comments, without names, tell me which one of these types drains you the most. If you're ready to protect your peace and build your success, subscribe and hit that bell. You're in the right place. In the next video, we're talking about the one phrase that can instantly de-escalate any conflict. You need to know this. Stay sharp and stay ambitious.